We are back and we got a special guest, Navy defensive tackle Landon Robinson, who right now we have on Bips list ranked the #1 defensive tackle in college football. Still got some players to get through, but there's not much better you can get than this. So he's gonna be on here live with us. We watching film, we breaking it down. Stay tuned for this one.
Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumpin' prime. Well, hello, who's next? Are you Kevin talking sauce and do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumpin' prime.
Yo, what's going on? It's you guys, Buffed and Prime, CT the Fan, T Cal. What's good,
Man,
bro?
what's good? So I just noticed my mic was on the wrong setting. You never gonna tell me if it's cool. It is what it is. Hilarious. But yeah, we got on Landon Robinson out of Navy, defensive tackle, former defensive end, former linebacker. We'll get to that. We got a lot to talk about with that. So we're gonna check out his film. I promise you, if you like football even a little bit, you're gonna love watching this and love hearing from him. But before we get to that, CT, have you ever wondered how scammers get your number or why your inbox is suddenly drowning in spam? It's data brokers. These shady companies, they collect and sell your personal info. And with that personal info, they can give out your address, your number, your email, everything. And that's without you ever consenting to it. They make billions of dollars doing this, and they're technically required to remove the data if you ask them, but they make it as hard as possible, kind of like trying to cancel a gym membership. That's why I use Aura. Aura's today's sponsor. Aura does all the hard work for us. You don't have to worry about doing the opt-out and everything on your own. Aura will handle that. They have a VPN and a ton of other great tools and devices. They automatically scrub the internet for all your personal data to make sure that that data is getting removed. And since you guys are Buffed and Prime fam, you get a special discount, 14-day free trial, super easy sign-up process. Just go to Aura.com/Buffed and Prime. Link is in the description of this video. It's in the pinned comment. Make sure you go check it out so you can get the spam blocking and make sure all your personal info is protected. Again, sign up right now. You will not regret it. All right. So speaking of which, man, CT, CT be grinding. So CT's the reason we get these players on. He reaches out to them and he makes it happen. He reaches out to some, but this one is a special one. So let's welcome Landon Robinson out of Navy. What's going on, fam?
Yes, sir. How you doing? Yeah, appreciate you guys having me on.
Man, appreciate you coming out. You're in fall camp right now, so y'all getting prepared for the season, and obviously you got a busy schedule. So man, we appreciate you making time for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we appreciate the Naval Academy for allowing you to be on. You know, we had to make sure it got cleared and everything, and they checked us out. And me being a former football player, I'm not going to ask no questions that can even kind of put you in a situation to give the wrong answer. So I'm gonna take care. You got to take care of my guys, and yeah, we're gonna get to it. And everybody.
Yes,
so this is Dez. So he's one of my scouts for Bips list. He's the one who at first discovered your film. So we going through American Conference, and he was like, "Man, there's this D tackle from Navy." He's like, "I watched him against Army, and he just destroyed them." He's like, "I got to see more." I'm like, "All right, let me see what this is looking like." And then I turn on the film, and it looks like Pittsburgh Aaron Donald, and I'm like, "Hey, he can play." Like, it's hard to explain to people why you remind me of it if they don't really know. But I mean, you know how you ricochet, how the aggressiveness with your hands, your anchor, how you take on double teams, and your ability to bend. Former 7th string defensive end, is that right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when I first came into Navy, that's where I started at, was DN. Well, I was a linebacker at the prep school for Navy. I was a linebacker at the prep school. And then when I got to the Naval Academy, they moved me to DN, and I was 7th string DN. Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's correct. So we got we got a lot of Army vets.
Man, of course.
So the Naval Prep School, that's after high school. right?
Yes, yes. After high school, yes. One of the options going into the Naval Academy is you can either go to the prep school for a year and then make your way to the academy, or you can go direct straight into the Naval Academy. So like
Okay.
the coaches make that decision based on like if they want you to develop a little bit more, or
Mhm.
if you just didn't take a certain class that would get you directly in academically to the Naval Academy. I didn't take physics in high school, so that was like
Mm.
something that was really important that the academy needed. So I just went to NAPS. It was good. I'm glad I did that. Helped me develop for a year, see what the military life is like, and it definitely improved my strength and everything, and just made me more mature as a person being away from home before I actually got to the academy. So I'm glad I went.
Awesome. And so seventh string DN, what happened? What led up to that change, and how did that take place?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So when I came in, I was so asked to play, D line. I was like, yeah, of course, coach, whatever I need, to help the team
Mhm.
out. So I was seventh string, DN, a lot of guys in the room. But what happened is, coming into spring ball that next year, so I didn't play at all my freshman year.
Mhm.
I was DN, played on scout team, took that role on, as best as I could, trying to help the guys out, the starters at the time. But then spring ball came around that spring of my freshman year,
Mhm.
and the nose guard, the starting nose guard, at the time he had like a shoulder problem that he had to get surgery for, right? So he
Mhm.
went and got surgery, so he didn't play spring ball. And then my coach, so two senior nose guards that were behind him both quit actually. So they both quit. So then that was like they were going to the fourth string nose guard. And then my coach, he was like looking at my size, looking at my stature. And he was like, at the time, I was only about 240 at the
Mhm.
time. So he was looking at my stature, kind of looking at like how I, size up to the starting nose guard. And we kind of had similar builds in terms of like
Mhm.
height, in terms of, weight, kind of. He obviously weighed more than me, but he was like, maybe we'll take a chance. So he moved me to nose guard. And then before I knew it, like I said, two seniors they quit right at spring ball. So then before I knew it, I was with the starting group, running with the ones. And I had no
Like,
idea. I had barely
you were
played D
still
line.
240?
I was still 240. I was still 240. So I
Yeesh.
know. So that spring ball, I was playing. I was running with the ones. Barely knew what D line was like how to the
Mhm.
technique, all that stuff. So pretty much got thrown in the fire that spring ball. But slowly but surely, just grew in my knowledge of the game, the technique, how I can use my weight. I didn't have a lot of weight at the time, so
Mhm.
I really worked on my technique and how I can, stay in gaps and, twerk and tweak my body to stay in the gaps and make plays. So I think that truly, getting thrown in the fire there, I think that truly helped me, find the love for the position as well as, work on the technique before I actually got the weight on
Mhm.
to help me play at a higher level. So once that happened, I truly love the position, love, the D line, the aspect of it, the physicality, the mentality, it's awesome. So and now here we are. So
And
Man, that's impressive.
just so
yes,
people
sir.
know, so nose tackles are usually 310 plus. Right now, he's still an undersized nose tackle
Right.
at 280, which makes it even more impressive what we're going to watch on film. Because
Hmm.
guys your size, like truthfully, like you guys run a three down scheme in
We do.
you know, military academies. I played for 3 years at the University of Nevada, so I dealt with Air Force every year. Hated playing.
Hmm.
Oh my god,
Yeah, physical,
especially
physical.
going there. And they're not going to be, you don't have the same trenches. You guys work out more like, you don't have
Right.
those huge guys. So
Absolutely.
you guys running three down, you're probably one of the bigger, D linemen that you guys have. But
Hmm.
really, you should be more at 4 eye, 5 tech to
Hmm.
really, slide into 3 2 eye. So you're
Yes, sir.
playing really out of position based on your body size, but
Yes, sir.
dominate
Yeah.
while playing out of position. And
Yeah.
that
Thank
is
you.
insanity. Oh man, you don't gotta think the film is, man.
The film is right. I read somewhere that you were like the strongest player on the team.
I am, I try my best, to, every off season just continue to lift, to get strong, as strong as I can while maintaining like the speed and quickness, but that strength, all that, it really helps with, playing in the trenches. And I realized that early, like right after that spring ball. I've always liked to lift. There's always been something I like to do, but I definitely realized that after spring ball, like that's what, can take me to the next level by putting on the weight and obviously, lifting as much as I can. So that's something I always, take pride in and try my best to continue to get stronger so it can help me out.
So you
And
squat 665?
yes, a lot.
It's a little more than that now, actually. I saw that on some pages, but yeah,
Yeah,
I hit
come on,
650 like a little over a year ago, and then recently I've been at like 700 around there. So yeah, so
you should
it's
see
pretty
me
good.
on the SWAT machine. Nowhere near.
Yeah.
And personally, I know everybody doesn't agree. I don't know why. I don't like taller defensive tackles. Like I
hmm
think more compact you are, the most important things to me, strength and quickness. Like I think
Yes,
those can overcome the size. And I mean, it's football. Low man wins.
it
So
is
you being
absolutely.
a short guy because you play with great pad height. You great getting underneath
Thank you.
alignment, and
hmm
that's what makes you so successful. I'm not sure where this trend started of wanting, these super tall defensive tackles. I know arm length obviously is,
hmm
something can be really beneficial. But outside of that, I love the shorter guys. He said 700, like they don't make a show about 600 pound people. Yeah, that's a lot of
Where,
weight,
where's
and
the
yet
bench press at?
way.
Bench press 465 right now.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
so
trying to get to 500 soon. We'll see.
how many 225 reps are we going to put up at the combine?
225, I could get about 30. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Like high 20s, 30 on a good day. I'm trying to get more than that. But yeah, just gotta
you
keep
have longer
training when the
arms.
time comes. Yes, yeah, I got pretty long arms. We got sized up for some scouts over the off season, and they
Junior day.
said that yeah, junior day, right? And they said I had pretty long arms, so that's
Yeah,
good. Yeah, I can't
and
remember the
the
exact number.
reason I'm asking them that is when you have longer arm guys, a lot of times they can bench a higher overall amount, but when
hmm
it comes to repetitions, because you're fully extended,
You
it
gotta
makes
lock
it
it out.
it makes it harder and harder. Um,
Absolutely.
and so I got some. See, you were a 2-star in
I
high school,
was.
so
Yes, sir.
were you just not good at football at the time, or what?
No, I actually started my recruiting process really late, I think.
Mhm,
I didn't really, my junior year, I didn't even know, I really wanted to play football at the time. I played a lot of sports in high school. I wrestled, did track, baseball.
baseball.
Baseball was really my true love until my junior year of high school. And I thought I was going to go play D2, baseball. I was on the trend. I played catcher,
Mhm,
decent, but then at football, it was probably around my junior after my junior season. I was like, man, like I'm pretty good at this. Maybe I can, go play D1 football versus D2 baseball, right? Which is a big
mhm.
difference. So then I started my recruiting process and I, kind of started reaching out to coaches and it was COVID time. And so you couldn't really go to camps. I,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to one camp for like a D2 school my school hosted. So I went to that. But besides that, I didn't go to any camps. I just texted coaches, on Twitter because
Mhm,
that's all you could really do during COVID was just reach out and hopefully they reach back to you. So I did that. So you didn't really get a whole lot of looks, going into my senior year. But after my senior year, or during my senior season, I kept putting that film, and I started getting some love from some FCS, Division 1. Got about 30 total between Division 1, Division 2.
mhm,
And then Navy reached out at very late, my last
mhm.
offer. I had actually committed to Lehigh at the
Okay.
time. I was committed to Lehigh, and Navy reached out. They're like, "Hey, like we're a service academy," and just told me everything about it. At first, I was like, "Service academy, that's like military, right? Like you got to go to war and stuff." Which is what everyone thinks, which is totally it's understandable. But once I learned more about the process and what can give you after the fact, and just how great of opportunity it is to play high level football and have a great career after the fact if football doesn't work out. I was like, man, like this is everything I'm looking for. So then Navy gave me a shot and sent me down to the prep school, like I said. But yeah, so my recruiting process was not. It was very late in the high school experience. I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2-star.
And I asked you if you were good, and I've already watched from your high school. We got it ready. This is this, this is
Yeah,
why
ready to go.
because there's no way I can watch this tape. I wouldn't have offered you if I'm at a FCS because I would assume that you'd be playing higher level. There's no way you can
Thank
see
you.
he playing middle linebacker. Like
In
hmm
10 games?
Yep.
some I talk
10
about all
games.
the time is I love football players, and you
Mhm.
know what that means. That's the guy
Absolutely.
that get into the ball, fly
Right.
around, playing fast. And what playing fast means, it has nothing to do with your speed. It's not thinking. When you got guys that
Mhm.
just react, they use their instincts and make plays. So we're gonna watch some of this before we get into
Okay.
the film, because this is you went from middle linebacker to nose guard.
Yeah.
Like, that is an extreme transition. So we're gonna check out some of this.
Let's do it.
And I'm sure Navy, I'm sure they got fantastic evaluators. The rest of college football, they struggle to evaluate film, because if this is coming to
Mhm.
my inbox, I'm like, hey, we got to figure out something for them.
Right. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Insanity, but
Yeah, 116. That's it. Yeah, it was my goal to try and get more than 10 tackles a game. That was my goal. Just keep flying around. That was it.
it's like balling at middle linebacker, like
Yeah.
balling
Yeah.
downhill, no false steps. And what I
Oh
mean
yeah,
by
yeah.
false
You're
steps,
elite. You
like you
yeah,
do it,
I feel
like,
like
come on, man. So no false steps. What I'm talking about here is, as a linebacker, don't want you stepping backwards. Need your first step to be downhill, targeting your gap. And watch his feet right here. Well, he did take a slight false step right there, but watch how he comes downhill. You can't see it from this because we don't have the tight angle, but
Mhm.
he's shooting that gap. He knows based on the flow where the ball is going to go. So, all right, I'm going to meet it. Shoots through there, gets the tackle for loss.
man.
That's it. Yeah, this is a good one right here.
Coming off the edge. It's this being a football player. So technically, right here, I'm sure you're the force player. You're supposed to be the force player.
Mhm.
And I tell this all the time. Indiana's cornerback coach told me this when I met him in person. He said he teaches his guys to leverage the football, not the blocker. I love
Mhm.
that, because right, you're supposed to be outside because
Right.
you're forced, so 33 can scrape over the top and fit inside. But
Yes,
the
sir.
ball's over here. Don't be a
Yep.
robot and say, all right, well, coach said I got to be outside. Go get the football.
Right.
And that's exactly
Absolutely.
what
Man, man, you
Football.
started playing football when?
Yes,
football
sir.
player. Got him in coverage. Bang. Like, this makes me. I hope it makes you mad too. Like, coaches were turning this film on and like, yeah, not for us.
Yeah, like, what were they
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at?
Yeah.
Look at the scrape. I'm sorry for rewinding too much, but
No, it's all right. No, I appreciate it.
I love ball. See pull or get ball. So
Mhm.
as a defender, and we teach a lot of people football, so I always over explain so people
Yeah,
understand.
absolutely.
Not just listening.
So everybody, so I don't know if you know. So I played. I was a high school All-American. Played at the University of Nevada, then transferred to
Nice.
Alabama A&M. Then was in camp with the Atlanta Falcons in 2018.
Very cool.
Was HBCU preseason All-American, All Conference, all that.
Nice.
CT's my brother-in-law,
Oh,
and,
nice. Very cool.
and he's just a football fan. So we started this channel, watching Colorado, and
Mhm.
basically just me explaining the game to him through
Mhm.
film. And then it just kind of blew up. Then I started getting job offers, but
That's awesome.
I like what I do. So always
That's awesome.
want
I
to
can
explain
tell.
the
That's
game.
great.
So everybody has gaps on the defense. We all have gaps. We have A gaps both sides of the center. We have B gaps both sides of the guards. C gaps both sides of the
Mhm.
tackle. So everybody's responsible for a gap. Right now, Landon's responsible for a gap. Now, pullers override your gaps. Pullers are going to take you
Mhm.
to the ball. So once he sees the puller, which is offensive lineman going behind the line of scrimmage and crossing, then that puller is bringing how many gaps, CT?
Two.
2 gaps with him. So one
Mhm.
player is bringing 2 gaps with him. So he's scraping. That's what we're calling flowing over the top. And he's just going to keep scraping to the ball. 52, we supposed to be up. This is fine. But we keep scraping to the ball.
All
Stay
right.
inside hip. This is beautiful football play, man.
Mhm. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Yeah. That's a big fella. Were you fast? It's hard to tell speed,
I
but
Yes, in high school, even at a bigger size linebacker, I was
Well,
definitely pretty fast.
I'm sorry to cut you. Is it pick six?
No, I think somebody got me. I think it was a quarterback got me. I tried to. Oh no, it was someone they tracked me
That's
down
tough,
there. Yeah,
man.
the quarterback had to
That's
make a
tough.
move there.
That's tough. But you're talking about your speed in high school?
Yeah, in high school, I was a pretty big, linebacker, but I could still, run with like the smaller guys. Which is I never really focused on how fast in terms of number wise, like 20 miles per hour, whatever. I was just
Mhm.
trying to keep up with the smaller guys. So I guess yeah, I was pretty quick, pretty fast.
Yeah, I saw this earlier. Yeah, send him to the tent.
Was sent him back to
Send
the
him
bus.
to the like you played like an old school middle linebacker. Like that's
Yeah,
what
Mhm.
this
yeah.
looks like. Run and hit.
Mhm.
God.
Run hit. That's it.
And is this Copley High School? Is this Ohio? Is that where I'm
Yes,
from?
Cobb High School. Yes, sir. Yeah, near in Akron, Ohio. Yep, near Cleveland.
And I did Akron offered you?
No, Akron gave me a preferred walk on.
Like
Boy. Okay, Akron. I guess all we know why you're Akron. Boy.
Yeah.
I just I guess it's not meant for me to get, but I don't get it. I don't get how you can see a football player on just football, this instincts, and not
Mhm,
say, "Hey, we got to get him on our team." And I love this, and you see this in your game as a defensive tackle. And I
mhm,
see you guys have some games that you run up front where they have you
mhm,
picking outside, and it looks like this how you're just reading, just patiently
mhm,
reading. This is what playing fast looks like. Again, it has nothing to do with speed. It's
mhm.
confidence in reacting. Like when you can
Sir.
just play slower, that is playing fast. And
Mhm.
then right there. Because you get guys, they're out of control. They see a puller, they just sprint over, but they don't know how to tempo it and pace it down. I was
Slow
gonna
it
watch a
down.
few plays, but God, this is real football.
Sir.
It's like,
Bro.
uh-oh, we got Dez. Dez had a chance to hop on. Dez, what's good, fam?
Salute, Des.
What's good, fellas? What's
Uh,
good?
uh,
Hello,
Are you
hello.
watching
How you
this
doing, sir?
nonsense?
I had to rush home. I couldn't miss this.
Yes, are you watching this nonsense? That no preferred walk on?
Yeah, it's crazy. When I see 100 tackles, I'm like, prefer walk on?
Yeah, you're
100
going to
tackles?
jail for that hit for sure.
Boy, did you? Yeah.
You're going
That
to
guy
jail.
did not want to come across that middle no more.
No, not at all.
I love it, man. Love the way you played as a linebacker.
It's good times. Yeah, absolutely. Now, linebacker was fun. I enjoyed, the first, have more vision and see what's going on, and go
Mhm.
shoot gaps. But I definitely love, defensive line. And like I said earlier, it's just the physicality, the mentality that you go, you're gonna, beat this guy across from you, and this guy's trying to, drive you into the dirt, but I'm gonna get past you and make a play. It's just I love that feeling. So it's awesome. I just love football in general and just playing the game, no matter what position it is. It's awesome.
If somebody sent me this film and said, "Hey, this is a 5-star linebacker in this class," I'd be like, "Oh yeah." Like, there's no way I'd be like, "Nah, this is a 2-star." Like, it almost makes me want to see you lose weight and get back there again. But
Right, right, yeah.
nah,
Ah,
I
yeah,
like
you never know.
it is just is
This is why we don't
bullying.
do it by stars.
Yeah,
Right, stars,
yeah.
yeah,
No, we
absolutely.
don't do the stars.
Yeah,
Not
and
on the
that's
big
exactly
list.
why I created Bips List to be different, like actually
Yeah.
evaluate the film. And
Mhm,
people say you're gonna do high school. I can't. The amount of time it takes to do all that and watch it, and I'm not gonna grade somebody just willy nilly. Like we
mhm.
put time in all these evaluations. So when you get named on our list, that it means something. These other like
Thank you.
you'll see guys get in the transfer portal and they're a 4-star because they were a 5-star in high school and they haven't touched the field in 4 years, but they're
Right.
still not. Show me the football players. This is
Mhm.
a football player, man.
Thank you.
Downhill. Like Dez, if I told you this was a 5-star, like
I would
you would
believe it. I was like, yeah, it's a 5-star.
And I can see what people would say is your competition level. Some of these guys look smaller. And if you know what you're looking at, the competition level doesn't matter.
Mhm.
You can see the movement skills, you can see the IQ, you can see the processing, you can see how you fit
The hitting.
The reaction
I gotta turn this off. I'm getting irritated. Like, you know, I'm getting irritated. Like, no way. Preferred walk on.
Yeah, the
Third walk
reaction
on. Yes, sir.
is crazy. It's
Thank you.
bam right there. As soon as you see play, you go get ball.
And that's literally what it's filming. So let's get to the real film, man. Let's get to the real film.
Let's do
But
it.
before we do that, if y'all watching for the first time, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is the only channel that you're going to get these in-depth breakdowns, real film. Follow us on Patreon. That's where you could be in this private live watching Landon Robinson's film, able to ask him questions and early access, everything, private chats. And I'm telling you, man, this is I expect you to be at minimum because your height. Like, your tape is first round, but you know
Right. No, thank you.
First round, easy.
This should be a day one draft pick. Like,
Yeah.
this is, and you guys are getting him here first. So remember that. All right,
Yeah, absolutely.
let's get to the real film. So this is against, it honestly doesn't matter.
Yes, Bucknell.
Bucknell, got you.
First game of the season.
The other thing, so I was watching some Warrior games today. You were getting, because you guys run this 3-man front.
Yeah,
I've seen you get triple teamed a ton.
yes.
Let alone double teamed almost every single play. Like, I can't remember seeing you get a one-on-one pass rush. So the stats you're putting up, the production you're putting up with that context, that you're constant, it's insane, man.
Thank you. Relentless. Never quit on that.
Definitely. Yeah, it's the effort. You know, it's like just watching a film. You know, or the culture, right? That our coaches, you know, always preach here is just elite eat, right? Effort, attitude, toughness, right? And it's just the effort. You know, that's most of the time. You know, the effort plays. That's how you make plays, right? If you give up on a play because you're getting blocked and you're getting double teamed and you just stop, you know, playing. You know, the ball might come right past you and you're not playing the game anymore. You're stopped. You know. For you, or the guy runs for an extra, you know, 10, 15 yards. But if you play with effort and you get through the double teams or the triple teams, whatever it is, you'll make a play. So just something I wanted to add.
CT, great things happen when what?
When you're near the ball.
When you run to the football. When you run to the football, great things happen. Just because there's a discussion where I had to explain to people, you know what loafing is, obviously.
Absolutely.
How would you feel about your teammate loafing while you're out there?
We have a saying, you know, a loaf is equal to a traitor, right? A traitor to the defense, traitor to the team. Because if you give up on a play, you're giving up on everybody that's putting the work to get out there, you know. And like I said, if you're stopped on the play and you don't want to play anymore and you're tired and you're walking, right, the play could come right past you and you could miss it, you know. And that's another opportunity for the offense to score versus you being off the field. So yeah, loafing is definitely not accepted at Navy at all. So it's no.
And that's something I'm real passionate about.
Yeah.
Running to the ball, the effort. And I always say I'll never publicly, I'm not going to publicly shame or try to embarrass a player for their skill set. That's your skill set. You don't have control over that. But your effort, you have 100% control over the effort you choose. Then it's all gloves off at that point. And I'm glad you're saying that, because people don't understand. People thought I was overreacting talking about loafing. No. I won't even put anybody on Bips list if they're a loafer. Like, you're just because you're not the mentality that I respect as a football player. And what you are on the field, a lot of it reflects who you are as a person and as a man.
Absolutely.
You are what you put on tape. So I love hearing you say that, and I love seeing your effort. And something that I was going to mention is when we're watching you play, you don't always win on the first move. So if you were a guy that gave up on the first move, a lot of these plays aren't happening. You continue to battle as it goes on, and I love that.
No, thank you.
And Notre Dame has a solid O line, right? Every single
Absolutely. Every year.
year. You can't watch this and not see Aaron Donald at Pittsburgh. You can't watch that ricochet and tackle on arguably the best running back in college football.
Jeremiah Love.
Just a couple more times because I need people to see what scheme do we have here. Looks like zone. So we got a zone scheme.
Yep, zone going to the field.
Oh, you had a game. Gotcha.
Yep. Yep.
So they got a game on here. So Landon's sticking to the B gap.
Yep.
And his job, you know, I talk about all the time, stunts, it's like pick and rolls. So Landon has to go. He wants to bring this guard with him, hit the tackle, so his DN can come free coming back. He does it perfectly. Because you see a lot of guys, they'll just go and just push. And then a lot of times these guys, they'll go to set the pick, and then that's it. They're counting on their teammate. But you said, no, I can set the pick and still make the play. That's
just got to get upfield.
Play, man. That's just
that's that linebacker ability coming out.
That's it.
I just said because of the 3-down line, he don't get a lot of one-on-ones. We got four right here, and we got 2 tight linebackers. Oh, we got a one-on-one. Yeah, over with.
Man,
over with. We got stretch. I don't know what mindset they had on this stretch. Hold on, I got.
Yeah, man, center.
Yeah. That's not the one I'm leaving on block. That's me. I don't know anything. I'm just film boy, but yeah, I'm not leaving him on block. Same thing right here. We got another game. He does the same thing. Ricochets. He comes off with it. So we're gonna watch him do the same thing. Go here, get off, and get vertical. And this is where I think his more natural position is. Let's just go over it. I forgot how to explain.
More that 3 tech 4 eye.
Exactly. So right here, head up on the center, that's a 0. Right here, it's a shade to 1. Well, 1's really right here. So in the shade right here, and we have a 2 eye, a 2, a 3, 4 eye, 4, 5, and keep going so forth. So this is where I think his more natural position is 4 eye to 3 technique right here, where he can be flanked out a little bit, use his speed. Like you try to run a stretch play to him at a 4, it's done because he's going to get vertical now and disrupt the entire flow in the backfield. And you see him here again, 4 down, and he's still not a one-on-one. Bully him and just drag him to the quarterback. Which I want you to watch me sack your quarterback.
That's the best part of the game right there.
Are you talking down there in the trenches? Are you talking to the lineman?
Oh yeah, I try my best, not to, speak too much. I just let my game, speak for me. But sometimes if they get a little chippy, I might say something. But it's more just to protect my teammates at that point. I just let my pads speak.
Love it. I was on the phone with my best friend earlier. He was my middle linebacker in college, and he's coaching now in Indiana, coaching high school ball. And I was on the phone while I was showing him your film, and he loved this play. He said, "Look at him dip," and then we both said that at the same time, and still get vertical. Like to be able to do that, and let me show from the wide. So here's Landon. So he's going to dip right here, but a lot of times when guys do this against a fast flow scheme like stretch zone, they get washed down. But no, he dips and then gets vertical to disrupt this and then get the tackle for loss. Like, doesn't seem like it's that intricate when you just watch. This is a lot, especially considering he's starting here as a 3 tech, crossing his face. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's a hell of a play.
Got to get vertical.
And East Carolina, they got some ball players. Especially their offense. They got ball players. And it's just being a bully. Just being a bully. And again, what you're talking about earlier, your teammate is there first. You can easily just stop right now.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, I want to get in on it. No, I want to make some plays. Let's go.
I love this, man. I love it. We got looks like stretch or outside zone, same thing. Yeah, taking on the double team,
Mhm.
and hey, I'm just gonna move the gap with you. We're gonna
Yep.
take this gap all the way over here and take it to the ball
I
carrier.
think he might be the worst person to run stretch against.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, you put him at 4-eye, it's dead. Like you're not
Mhm.
running the opposite way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the reason Des is saying that and I'm saying that, so stretch outside zone, uh, these are lateral run plays. So based on flow. So we got a running back. Let's pretend he's over here right now and he's running this way. If you can disrupt this, make the running back stop his feet, even if you don't make the play. If you've been watching for the channel for a while, I talk about it all the time, making the play without making the play. You can make
Mhm.
the play for your teammates just by causing the running back to stop his feet. Because their goal is to keep stretching this until they find a hole and then potentially get outside. So with his skill set, how he gets vertical, it disrupts the entire premise of the play. And that's why I'd love to be able to see you at more 4-eye and 3, man. And then
Mhm.
this is just movement skills. So we got another game, another stunt. This
Mhm.
just skills. Super quick and efficient with your steps. That's even more important than being quick.
Mhm.
And it's similar here. You dip, get vertical, and able to bend and turn him. What I mean bend, he's not coming upfield, then turning. He's going to bend this tight and get in on the tackle.
Man.
Great play.
Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Walk him back. Come here.
Yeah. Close the pocket.
I know you were sick. You missed this one.
Mhm.
This other one on Jerry High.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, this was the second one. I remember that. Yeah, the line was it the tight end on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah,
Right. Oh man. Still a
yeah,
hell of a play. That's why you making
yeah,
him stop his. If you don't make him stop his feet, it's trouble. Like, you
yeah.
gotta.
It's he's a quick guy, and it's you got to get him to go east and west, and let your
Mhm.
teammates come and help you make the play. So yeah, especially versus the good ones.
Yep,
Again,
like
not,
you say, you do not give up. You
not. I
Mm-mm.
was just about to say that. Not winning on the first move.
yeah.
Fall. I'm getting to that football.
Got to.
I'm getting to
That's
that
it.
football. All right. Now we got you versus Army.
Army.
13 tackles.
Yes, sir.
This is the
13
first game I've
tackles.
seen, and I'm like, is this an anomaly? Because I wasn't even looking at you. I was looking at somebody on the other team, and I stopped everything and said, you know what? Let me see who this is.
Army, that was a fun game. It was a good one.
And Army, man, you guys held the quarterback for under 100 yards that game, didn't you?
We did, yes, sir.
100 rushing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
100
broke
yards.
his streak. He had like 10 straight 100 yards, something crazy.
Yeah, they had a great season last year. Absolutely.
I think that's the first play I've seen too. When I seen this, I was like, what? Wait a minute.
What what would you say you need to improve on most in your game?
I'd say in my game total, I'd say, definitely pass rushing moves, definitely the
Mhm,
versatility in my move set. Because being, playing, triple option ball so much, and that's something that we definitely focus on the
mhm,
most in playing Army Air Force. The pass rush, you don't see that a whole lot in those games. So, when I do get the opportunity to pass rush against, more traditional teams, I think I want to work on, I've been watching a lot of film, watching
mhm.
a lot of different moves and stuff, things I can add to my game. I think definitely my pass rush moves, more winning on the first move. That's something that being more quicker to the ball. That's something that I'd love to get better at. But also just continuing to work on my strength and getting linemen in the backfield, right? When immediately off the snap, boom, drive them back, get
Mhm.
off, make a play, right? So just getting more vertical, penetration in the backfield, and then my pass rush moves. That's something I definitely want to work on more. So.
Des, from watching him, what would you say that you think he needs to work on the most?
I agree with the pass rushing moves. Get a better move set with your pass rushing
Hmm.
moves. But as far as getting in the backfield, you're pretty stout in there, so you're
Hmm.
not getting pushed back too much. So I do agree with the
Yeah.
pass rushing moves. But
Hmm.
other than that, I think You're doing great right now. You look good.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
And what I would say for what I think you should can improve on for your game is at times disengaging. Like I see you get the drive,
Right.
but and we see you disengage on this last play.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see more of this because I've seen plays where you're two gapping, and what I'm mean by that is this is Landon's gap right here. But just like we showed on his high school film, you're gonna be a football player. So ball goes here, get off of him and make the play. And I think I watched Memphis this morning, where you get a good drive and good push, but it was the disengagement. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great tip. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely.
A shocking shed because you're so strong.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have this.
Then a lineman's gonna have to refocus because he's knocked back. And once he lands, you can just rip that guy and you're gone. Because your speed and quickness, you're gone.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'll definitely work on that.
You were talking right here.
Oh, yeah. No, the lineman, I get fired up sometimes.
Hey, that's terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Please don't pull and not reach back on him.
Right.
That's you can't do that. Don't let him get a free shot in the backfield. Oh my God. Do not let that happen. That's the linebacker right here. Come over here. All right. Now get hands on, extend, read.
Yeah, get back in my gap. There it is. Yeah, let the guys come make a play.
Nose guard at 280. Love that.
No push.
Love that in your game, the ability to extend.
Sir.
I saw sometimes on a few double teams. Have you ever tried the knee drop technique on double teams?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's sometimes absolutely. Yeah, especially in the triple option games where there's a lot of hard double teams where they're coming together and trying to drive you out of there. The knee drop is definitely something I use, especially versus Army, Air Force. I use it a few times as well. But yeah, I definitely, if I feel myself getting driven back, I'll definitely drop the knee. Yeah.
Yeah, we love the anchor. Love the anchor.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Yeah, just trying to see the gaps, stay in my gap there.
So where are we at? So your B gap right here.
So I think so. I believe. Yeah, I'm trying to two gap there because I know what they were trying to do. They're trying to run the quarterback, draw kind of thing, run up field. So I was just trying to two gap there.
And this is one where I'd love to see you disengage. Him that way, you go this way, because it's. Let's go back. The thing I wish I knew then, what I know now. So many coaches try to make football 4D chess when you can really make checkers. Like simplify the game. So there's all these gaps. Everybody has a gap. It's a puzzle piece. Everything needs to be fitted up perfectly so that we can be efficient in the run game. This is where's your gap again?
A B gap right there.
B. Yeah. So you could one of two ways you could do it, but you can use his body to take up a gap. So you disengage him that way. Now he's plugged up there, and then
I'm right there.
Or even the other way, if you keep driving him at this angle, towards your gap, you can use his body to close this B gap and then stay free inside. That's the part that I want to see more of. Like this is like you did your job here. You're not going to get no negatives for doing your job, but to go the step above.
Right, the next step. Absolutely.
Get rid of them.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. And I talk to college football players all over the country all year. They send me their film. They're calling me after the games, having me break down their film, tell me and critique them. Anything you ever need from me, just let me know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I love it.
I can't wait.
And I'm sure you being in the military, you understand if your coach isn't critiquing you, that means they don't care about you.
They don't care.
Because if they're allowing you to do something when they know you can be better and they're not saying it, they don't mess with you. So the real
That's
ones
it.
that want to get better want to be critiqued, as long as they know
Absolutely.
the person critiquing them knows what they're talking about.
Those are absolutely. No, I appreciate that. I think that's definitely the disengaged part, and that's how you make big TFLs, big sacks is just by getting off the block. Because you can do your job by you know being in your gap per se, right? But if you want to get that TFL right, then you got to disengage. So that's another thing. Yeah, I really appreciate that tip. That's a big one.
Absolutely. I think we can see another opportunity here. Let's see. Okay, we got fast flow. You too fast for your own good. So
Right.
he knows he has to get here on fast flow. So he wants to come right off this center's butt to be able to get vertical. Unfortunately, he's faster than the center because you're expecting the center to be out. So you're like, okay, get there now.
Right there.
Still gets through there, trips on him. This is
God, that's elite, man. That's when you get up. That effort, boy, it just
That's it.
take Landon out of here. Let 6
Yeah.
reach right here. A lot of bad things can happen.
A lot of yardage right
A lot
there.
of bad things can happen. That's a hell of a play.
God.
I'm telling you, you can tell a lot about a person and a man from what their film shows. All right, let's go to this one. We got fast flow.
Yeah, this one I'm trying to get more extension on that block. Yeah, I'm supposed to be reaching over that A gap, which I got there, but I'm trying to disengage him, get a little bit more extension so I can go help out on the play there. But I kind of got stuck in there.
Let's see. Yeah, you're good here. I wish we could see from the other angle to see your feet as far as how you could have got your feet better. Just like that play we saw earlier where you're able to dip and still get vertical.
Right.
Because it looks like you have an
absolutely.
opportunity for it here because right here, he's in trouble. Like he does not want any white showing. He crossed his face. He does not want to get cross-faced.
Yeah.
So he's in trouble there. Got his arm wrapped around your head.
Right.
But we obviously, we want to keep that outside arm free. So we don't want to get stuck on that.
Absolutely.
And then getting to the football.
Yeah, gotta help out in the play.
You get to that football, bro.
What's
That's
this,
it.
Landon?
So this is another aspect. So on our punt unit, sometimes we have the opportunity to, if they're giving us the right look to, run, a possible fake. So yeah, this is a little bit of speed action.
Yes. Step in.
Oh my God.
What are they in the 40 at the combines?
You could have started with this. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie though, Landon. I'm mad because you try to get a little shift. I thought I was gonna see you buck somebody downfield.
I know. Yeah. So we ran another one during Army, and I tried to get a little shimmy in there, and he ended up like taking my knees out there. But yeah, this is the one we ran earlier in the year. It's always fun when we get the opportunity to run a little fake, so it was cool.
And Landon, it's clear you don't know me too well, but they call me they call me Mr. Receipts, Black Market T. Of course, I got to play from Army. Of course, I got to play from Army.
Oh yeah.
Step in. And then you try to
right. This is the one. Yeah, I should have. I was like either get out of bounds or run him over, but he got super low. But yeah, it's something I'm trying to get better at in terms of running the ball wise. I guess just trying to take care of it better.
I mean, I'd love to see them use you in some heavy packages. Like that would be awesome.
Be great.
Near the goal line and stuff.
Absolutely.
Boy, strike.
Man, you be stabbing.
Yeah, because I play safe. I play safety, corner, nickel.
That safety comes down like I hate my job. I don't even want to do this.
Hate it. Like I got 280 running full speed. Oh yeah, this helmet's going on one of the knees.
Yeah, no, he got low. He got real low. And I think his foot had come up and like hit my arm, and I had the sleeve on. It made it real slippery, but I'm glad we were able to get it back. But that was a fun part in the game. That was a great. Yeah.
Hell of an athlete, man. Love watching this film. Man, I'm so excited to watch you guys. And we had some of your other players that made Bips list.
Yeah.
Who's the 2022? Is that?
Yep, Heidenreich, Eli Heidenreich.
Hey,
yeah,
he's nice.
Absolutely, he is.
And
he is.
You with the military schools, sometimes you can't truly pay attention to just the stats, just like in high school wing tees, because
Right.
there's scheme involved. He can play. Like
He
he can
can.
just straight up play. Like
Mhm.
I watched, and he can catch, like really catch. I watched one play of him where he high pointed it in the end zone. I can't remember who it was against. I said, "Is
Mhm.
this a wide receiver, tight end?" I kept watching. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he toting it. He catching it. He had, I think, 600 yards receiving and like another 400 on the ground. He's
Yeah.
tough, and the
Yeah.
quarterback can throw some too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Blake Corbett.
He
Yeah.
can
Great
throw
player.
and tote it, man. I'm like, you guys. So did you guys lose many key pieces from?
No, actually, we all of those players are in my class, so we're all coming into the senior class together, and we're ready to get after it. So yeah, we got Eli Heidenreich, our that receiver, very
Mhm.
versatile. Blake Horvath, our quarterback. We got Brandon Chapman, another offensive piece who
Okay.
is a great player. But yeah, we got guys all over the field and that's coming back ready to go. So I can't wait.
Love it. And y'all can put any questions that y'all got for him. Showtime said Army has one of the most dynamic players, and Bryson Daly, and he had his worst game against y'all. And he
Yeah,
used one of my favorite quotes: "Being blocked is a choice." Um,
it is.
they threw a lot of bodies at you that last play. You stood your ground. Don says, "Really fun watching you play," and it is fun. Like
Mhm.
people,
Yeah.
but before we started the channel, CT thought the defensive line was just supposed to run into the offensive line. Like that's it.
Yeah. You
Like
would
nothing.
think that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
if
they
you
like,
don't.
what are
don't
you
watch
talking
the
about all these
game,
schemes and all this stuff? Don't they just
if you don't watch the game and you don't really know what's going on, you can't really see, the small, intricate details of
Mhm.
how does the D lineman be good, right? How is the O lineman good? But once you really watch the trenches and you see the physicality and the schemes that you have to do to be good at it, it's really something beautiful to watch. So
Yeah, and some of the film I hate watching the most or evaluating safeties, corners, and D tackles because the
yeah.
stats don't always show or
Mhm.
how
rarely
good
ever
they
show
are?
the full
Yeah.
story. So I gotta watch. So there could be someone with low stats, but I still gotta watch him because he may be balling and doing a great
Right.
job, but it's not his job to make those plays. So it's not gonna
Mhm.
reflect on the stat sheet. And
Yeah.
that's what people don't understand. Like you talk D tackle, like, oh, how many sacks did he have? Doesn't matter. Don't care.
Mhm.
You can make such an impact on a game like Aaron Donald. There's games where he had minimal stats, but the
Mhm.
impact teams having to
Yes,
change their
sir.
scheme, having to add a running back to chip them, having to add a tight end to help. All those things impact the team, and I'm sure you know now, like everybody's scheming against you. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
they're wearing
absolutely.
out. How was your 2023 season in comparison to last year?
It was my 2023 season. I was behind a 4-year starter, so I didn't get out there as much as I would like. But he was a great player, great guy. But yeah, got out there a few times. I was in the pass rush
Mhm.
package that we had, so I would get out there. I had 4 sacks that season as well. So I got out there and just did what I had to do, and got back there and made plays. But yeah, I had about 20 tackles versus the 60 tackles I had last year. So not bad, but yeah, I was so glad to be able to get out there and play. So. It was fun.
60 tackles as a defensive tackle's unheard of.
I
Yeah,
was
it's
just about to
crazy.
say
Yeah.
that. 60 tackles from a D tackle.
It's
Okay.
crazy until you see your film. Then you be like, well, yeah, you watch the film. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Damn,
you.
you guys play UAB at Navy. I'm
Mhm.
I'm I'm about an hour and a half from Birmingham. So had that been
Okay.
a home game, I would have came
Right, if it
down.
was a home game, right, yeah, we
Oh
did play
yeah,
there
oh
last year.
yeah. So we got you guys play Air Force last year?
We did play Air Force at Air Force. We played over in Colorado. It's at
Oh
home this year.
man, I coldest I've ever
Colorado
been in my life.
Stadium. Mhm.
Coldest I've ever been. They when you walk
Can't
in, they got that
breathe.
huge sign saying
Mhm.
you're
Low
above.
oxygen, right.
Yeah.
It says
Uh,
you can barely no oxygen here.
man,
Yeah.
I think we played them like late October, November. The feels like temperature was negative like 15. Uh,
Mm.
they came out warming up with their shirts off. Some of our teammates did, not me. I said, "Yeah, y'all
No.
crazy." Uh, Air Force. Air Force gonna cut block. If they don't do
Oh,
nothing else, they
absolutely,
have
yeah.
to cut block. We
That's
did
that's what they
all
do.
all practice, did nothing but cut block drills.
Mm.
So you're in the cold. You dealing with cut blocks
Mm.
all game. Yeah, I know those are some battles for y'all, man. I know those are some
Battles.
battles.
Yeah, yeah. The CIC, that whole the trophy, just to be able to get the CIC trophy it's a battle, in and of itself. Those two games are the most physical games of the year, right? And you got
Mm.
to go in with the mentality that it's gonna be, it's gonna be a battle. So and you gotta buckle up for it, and you go in and you give it all you got. So it's fun. I'm glad I'm able to be a part of, that CIC, trophy and victory. So it was awesome. It was cool.
Can we score a touchdown this year? Is that
Is that one of
Ye-
your goals?
That's the goal. That is the goal. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I've been talking with Coach Cronic, our offensive coordinator, trying to get in his ear, seeing if we can put together, a package. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but that'd be great. That'd be great.
love it? We got some questions for you. How often do NFL scouts show up to service school practices?
All the time, all the time. Yeah, just because we're a service academy doesn't mean that we're not able to be drafted or go to the NFL. Like there's guys who get drafted all the time, right? At all the service academies. We had a guy that got drafted last year, Rayon Lane, safety,
Corner.
got
Oh
drafted.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
safety.
safety.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. He got drafted. It was a great player. He got drafted, I believe, in like the fifth round. Yeah, great player. Yeah, so it's happened. Coaches show up all the time to our practices asking about guys and seeing what they can do. And yeah, it happens. So it's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like military schools are getting better athletes than before. I feel like more guy, or at least the NFL's looking at them more because I feel like there's a lot more now than there had been uh, in the most recent past. Now, back in the day, I mean, you got Roger Staubach, like you had, some
right.
some legends come out. But yeah, I feel like there's the NFL starting to show more love to the service
Absolutely. Upward
academies.
trend. Yes, sir.
Um,
Yeah, yeah. They show up all the time.
what would you say is the most important thing you've learned from the Navy coaches or culture that affects your game on the field? That's a great question.
That is a great question. Yeah, I think what I talked about earlier with the elite, effort and toughness that we play with. That's something that our coaches preach every single day, and it applies to our schooling. You go to school every day. You got to wake up, do hard things, and you go to class. You do the military side of things, and you're up all day and you're tired, but you still got to go, practice football, and you got to go to work and get better so you can go, play well on Saturdays. So just that effort, that toughness, the competitive nature that our coaches preach, that's definitely that's what I do to add to my game. Like I said earlier, if you're standing there and you're watching a play go by and you're too tired to move or whatever, and you just want to be lazy, then why are you even out there? So that's how I see
It's
it. And
selfish. It's
yeah, it's
selfish.
selfish. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you're letting everybody who's worked to get out there down. So that's how I see it. So the effort, the toughness, never give up on a play. So that's how I see it.
Man, I love it. And my something my coach used to tell me, he's at Georgia State now. He said, if you're tired, tell me, I'll take you out and put you back in. He said, but if I
Hmm.
have to take you out because you're showing me you're tired on the field, then you're gonna be sitting. So if you're loafing, it's
Yeah,
gonna be on the
loafing.
sideline for a while. But if you're
That's
tired,
it.
let me know. And because you gotta, if you're out there, you have to have full effort. Have to.
Absolutely. Have
Uh,
to.
and we have let me go here first. Were there any current or past football players that impacted your game?
Ooh. Well, obviously, I think Aaron Donald, right? We talked about, him and his comparison to my size, right? I think I watch his film all the time, right? I watch, videos on him, just different things that he used in his game to, make himself such a great player, right? Because obviously he was 6 foot. He didn't have, he wasn't the biggest guy, but he made it work and he was one of the greatest ever. So I think him, obviously, I watch his game all the time. Warren Sapp, all those guys, all those older guys, great defensive linemen back in the day. Yeah, I watch them all the time. Just different things that I can add to my game, different things that may come up in a game that where I have to use a certain move or a certain technique. So yeah, those players are awesome.
Now, how much time do you even get to watch film? Like you guys are doing a lot. Like your days
Yeah,
are
yeah.
full.
Our days are packed from 6 in the morning all the way till 4 in the afternoon. You're in class and you're going throughout the day. You have a little lunch break in between where we have meetings and we'll watch film with our position groups and everything like that, or do the install for the day. But for the most part, you don't have much time, so sometimes you have to watch film. in class, right? Like I've been plenty of times where the teacher's talking, I'm like, scrolling through, making plays, seeing a play, So yeah, you got to take the time and do what's important to you, right? And sometimes I'll just watch some film, make sure I'm doing the things right in practice, or watching the game film from another team that we're scouting. So yeah, so plenty of time to watch it, but sometimes you got to sacrifice and watch some film on your own.
See, I like that. Your effort on the field also reflects in your effort off the field, and
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to put the time in.
that's pretty good.
CT, what other questions you got for him? We want to hold him too long.
No, man, definitely appreciate you coming on the channel, Landon.
Yeah, no,
So,
I appreciate you
any
guys.
goals? I mean, we talked about the touchdown. You got a sack goal in your mind. You
Yeah,
got
that's it.
you got numbers set. What are you
Yeah.
thinking?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Goals. Yeah, yeah. I think, touchdown would be great. Obviously as a defensive lineman, that's something you don't have a whole lot of opportunity to do. So
Yeah.
scoring some type of touchdown somewhere would be great. Either it's pick up a fumble, or something like that would be great. But I think, definitely I want to get, 10 plus sacks. I think that's something that I
Woo!
definitely would like to do. I think that's something that's possible.
We gonna hear you
Uh,
Thursday night.
All right, trying to get 10 plus sacks on the season, that'd be great. But yeah, just getting over 60 tackles again would be awesome. It'll take a lot of effort, a lot of time in, but I think it's definitely something that's possible. But it'd be good for me. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing. That's my goals for right now.
Okay, man. And you said you're bringing a lot of talent back from last year,
Right.
um, and I'm excited to see what you guys do. Because how many? What did you guys win? 10 games last year? What was it?
We won 10 games, yes, sir.
That's big. And I tell playing in military school is not fun. Not fun at all. You gotta throw your defenses out. Whatever defense you normally run, you
Yep.
gotta throw it out. Like when I was at
So,
Nevada, we had 2 plays for Air Force. They still killed us. It was. It's just
yeah, the
in
physicality.
the physicality is a part of this, the discipline. Like
Yeah,
you have to have such eye discipline on
you
defense,
do.
military schools, to where
Hmm.
if I was coaching and something we did at one practice at Nevada, there was no
Hmm.
football. You have to get your guy, no matter if because you don't know who has the ball
You
when you're
you
playing
don't
air.
know. Yeah,
So hey, you go get your guy, you go, and then once you get there, you'll find out if he has the ball or not. But you
yeah.
can't just get caught up with your eyes. Ariel said, "What's your process for watching the film? Are you watching the whole line? Do you suggest things to your coach?"
Yeah, thank you for that question. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely suggest things to my coach. I think when I watch film, first I start with, the offensive line, how, different the blocking schemes that they use, of course, right? Like either, they're flowing this way, or they're doing the inside zone. Like what's their favorite scheme that they use? So then I look at the backfield, right? Like when they do a certain scheme, where's the running back? What's the quarterback doing, right? Because the running backs, to the field or to the boundary, and they're doing this play all the time, and you can look at the running back, but okay, he's on that side. Okay, they're probably going to run this. So that's something that I look at, and I'll suggest it to my coach. I'm like, hey, coach, have you seen this? And he'll let me know what he thinks or what he's been looking at. From there, yeah, then from there, I look at the offensive line itself, like the lineman that I'll be going against. What's his favorite type of, how does he block you? Does he try to, wash you out? Is he trying, is he a puncher? Is he, a guy who likes to underhand it? Stuff like that. So just different things. It's a process, but you got to take time and do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a process, and I'm glad you mentioned those things because tendencies that's what I pay a lot of attention to.
Mhm.
Uh,
Hmm.
what people do in certain situations, and because coaches have tendencies, players have tendencies,
Right.
um, and it comes out like people don't even know what their own tendencies are. So the more you're
Yeah.
watching, you start to pick up on them. And you mentioned something about running backs. So talk a little bit more in depth about that, about what
Yeah.
you look
Yeah.
at as far as
Yeah,
keys.
absolutely. Yes. So if the running back, if you look at the backfield, you have the quarterback and the running back either to the field or boundary. The zone flow is for the most part is going to go away from the running back, right?
Mhm.
So if you see the running back, if a team, right, their tendency is to run away from the running back, then you can tell where the zone flow is going to be going, which is the line's going to be going away from the running back. So then you kind of scheme up where how type of block you're going to be getting. Either it's a combo block, a single block based on where the flow is going to be going. You can kind of think ahead, tell what they're going to be running against you so you can be a little bit quicker off the ball. So,
and that's perfect. Literally, how you should view it. Do you ever pay attention to the depth of the running back?
the depth of the running back, absolutely, yeah. If he's a little wide, if he's right next to the quarterback, but he's a little way out there, then he's probably gonna run like something it's in triple
Lead
option
option.
world, something right, a little read option, a little pitch play. But if
Mhm.
he's close or if he's deep, right, he's probably gonna be getting the ball downhill in just a regular zone flow.
Type of
So
gap scheme or
definitely.
something.
Right, gap scheme, something, right? Yeah. So you look at the depth, you look at how wide he is, and that can help you, especially if the offense is very telling on what type of offense they're going to be running. Then yes,
Mhm.
you can tell that.
Absolutely. And so people know me for evaluating like talent, but I
Hmm.
really like breaking teams down. So like this is Ole Miss. It's like 95 to 99% accuracy. If the running back
Hmm.
is deep, it's going to be a run or some type of run action
Yep.
every single time. If the running
It
back is
is.
even, it's pass.
Hmm.
Right here, he's deep. It's either going to be a run
Yep.
or a run action
Yeah.
every single time. Play action every time. And I'll
Yep.
show you where he's even. That's 20 personnel. But even no play action, just straight
Yep.
drop.
Straight
Like
drop.
things like that, people that if he's back, it's going to be a
Hmm.
run action. Every play action, every
Yep.
single time. And there's so many things like this that teams don't even know they do.
Yeah.
It's going to be a run
That's
or run action
breaking down the film.
every single
That's it.
time. So that's how I watch film. And like here, it's most likely just going to be a straight pass.
Hmm.
No,
Yep.
because of you see, he's not deep anymore. He's even.
Yep.
So little things like that. I wish I watched film now, just understood it enough, or watch film then the way I can watch it,
Hmm.
because
Right.
it makes it so easy when you know the answers. It's
Right.
like
That's it. You
you're
play
giving me a
faster.
test. I already have the answers too. You can play extremely fast, man. So
Absolutely.
I can tell you already know what you're doing. Like you
Hmm.
got the right mindset, the right mentality. Kill it in the weight room.
Yes,
You
sir.
have the
Yeah, right.
unless you guys are playing on ESPN 9, we watching every Navy game we can, man.
We tapped
That's
in,
awesome.
boy.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, looking forward to
Absolutely.
it.
And in our Patreon, we do private live watch parties with all our Patreon members. So
Nice.
even if we're watching the Colorado game, Navy gonna be
Right.
up on that screen. I
Yes,
promise you,
sir.
man. And man, I
That's
appreciate
awesome.
you taking the time. You in training camp. You preparing for this your senior year, right?
Yes, sir. Senior year.
Senior year, huge year. I appreciate you taking the time to come on with us, talk football. This is gonna be on YouTube probably within the next week.
Awesome.
Share it to your family, whoever. I
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
see your talent, because I don't think your name's known enough right now. But
Thank you.
we're gonna try to fix that.
Thank you
And
so much.
outside of your talent, just seeing your mindset. I love when people get the chance to see the intricacies, how you think, how you
Hmm.
process, and then see, oh, that's why he's making all these plays. Like these aren't by accident that he's making these plays.
No,
Like
Right.
these are because he does the right things. And I call it winner habits. And that's doing
Hmm.
little things right all the time. Whether
Sir.
someone's watching, someone's not watching, always doing the little things right. And
Hmm.
that's what you do, man. Des, I appreciate you for finding this film, because I'm telling you, when he told me, he's like, yeah, I got this D tackle from Navy. I'm like, who? He was like, oh, he had this great game against Army. I was like, well, they're rivals, so of course he going. And then I turned on that tape. I said, oh, okay, hold on. He's special. Like Des was like, please get me more film. Like I gotta see more of Landon. And he was so pumped when CT told everybody that you were going to be coming on. And
Yeah.
CT, man, I appreciate you bringing a dog. Like this is. I don't think you guys realize who you're with. This is a dog, like a prominent player in college football.
Thank you so much.
you got anything you want to tell the Navy fans or anything for this upcoming season?
Yeah, no, absolutely no. First off, to you guys, thank you guys for all your support. Coming out, watching my film, putting my name out there is just extremely appreciated, and for having me on here is just awesome. So I really appreciate that. But to the Navy fans, just excited, to get after this season. Right, we got a lot of guys that are extremely, excited to get out there on the field and play. And have another great, great season that we had last year. So extremely thankful to everything, all the support that you guys have. So yeah, just thankful.
Hey man, we are so excited, and you are very well spoken as well. I want to make sure you know
Thank you,
that.
sir. I appreciate that.
Shows that you were raised great and just have, just in a good situation, good culture, and
Thank you.
I love seeing what you're doing, man. So yeah, we're gonna
Mhm.
we're gonna be watching them trenches, man.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I'm sure I was gonna ask you what game you're most excited for. I know there's two.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Outside the military
Air Force,
games,
Army,
yeah.
Notre Dame as well. That'll be a big one.
Hold on.
Yeah, boy.
Who'd
Yeah.
you say first? You say Wake Forest?
I said Air Force, Army.
I was about to say, if you say Wake Forest, don't touch my running back. Damon Claiborne.
Yeah.
Do not touch
No. We'll see. Maybe in a bowl game. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely, man. Hey,
Yes, sir.
appreciate
Thank you
you
guys so
coming
much.
on, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna send you this link before we go live.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, fam. For
Yeah.
real.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. Have a good one. Thank you.
Oh, you too. Appreciate you, Landon.
Man, ball player.
Boy, it's
Ball
high school
player.
film. Oh my
That-
God.
A 2-star.
Oh,
A 2-star.
that's it. Throw all stars in the garbage. Oh my God.
Like a 2-star?
Like,
Like it's
Those ratings are so phony.
yeah, that star system, man. Oh my God. I'm like, this high school film? Man, he's different.
100 tackles, and you're a 2-star.
In 10 games. That, like, hold up, is this right?
10 tackles a game.
Definitely gonna have to watch more Navy games, man. I don't know how you can I don't know how you can leave that interview and not be rooting for him, man.
yeah, appreciate you hopping on, Des. Appreciate
you,
you.
Time.
I'm
Glad I
gonna
made it.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you, fam. And CT, final words.
Okay, to evolve. Who's next?
Who's next? Do your words match your video?
Yeah, this for my boy TKL, CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, the boys, they put it down. I watch them every day. Hey, they gonna put you on a pillar, or they gonna put you down there where you belong. They ain't gonna care for you. Nah, they ain't gonna care for you. Yeah, they gonna love